Welcome back to Barry Charles, your one-stop shop for everything finance. Yes, today we're going to have an honest conversation about an honest stock that has gone to bankruptcy. Or can they somehow turn it around and we will see the beautiful Jessica Alba fly back to the top of the beauty train, because absolutely they are getting absolutely carved up by Ultra, by Elf Beauty, by Johnson & Johnson, by anyone that's in their realm. They're absolutely getting annihilated. Yes, honest company has not been so honest with you at times. They've got new CEOs, new CFOs, and still absolutely going to bad to worse. Why would you sign a CFO that is at another company when absolutely rubbish? It's beyond belief. And pretty much only the people who really truly believe that this company is going to turn it around are still in the stock, as well as insiders. But let's get to it. The honest stock analysis. And if you wait to the end, I will give you the intrinsic value of the stock. So stick around for that. But we're going to look at all the key metrics from revenue to earnings per share, shares outstanding, return on invested capital, everything in between. This is your one-stop shop for everything finance. Remember to like and subscribe if you liked the video. Let's get to it. The most important company maybe in your history. Not a financial advice, but could be an absolute game changer for you. Here, honest company stock analysis. Let's get to it. Yes, honest. Yes, you got to be honest with yourself. When I talk through all these metrics, it's not looking good. If you're an investor or looking to be an investor, let's be honest. Revenue, $313 million. Now, if you're looking at the market cap, it's actually, not 31.3 million. The market cap's 3x that, at around 100 million. So, not looking good if you're in this company. Net profit of minus 49 million. Oh dear, oh dear. They're really going to have to get something going, because they were minus 14.5 in 2020. So they've gone backwards. They've gone backwards in a big time, 3x backwards. So not good at all. Getting close to a 4x. That's how bad it's going. The earnings per share minus 53 cents. No good. Obviously, PE ratio, there's nothing because they're not making any money. The dividend, obviously not making any money, so you're not going to be paying a dividend. They're yet to be profitable, and that's been an issue for the stock the whole time. And that's why people like financial education Jeremy have absolutely been carved up in the stock over time. And maybe there's a miracle on the horizon, but they are definitely, they're probably 80% drop in their stock, unless they've continued to buy from here, which I don't know if they have. But short interest, I'm stunned. This is probably one of the biggest stunned short interest I've ever seen. How many people think this company's really going to turn it around? Well, it seems like most people. Short interest of 4.7%. I was absolutely stunned. I was thinking maybe add another zero to that. I could really see the stock being a 30%, 40% short interest, but it's not so far. So do people believe it's going to be turned around? Well, the stock price doesn't say so, because it continues to drop and drop and drop. Could be under $1 soon. If you want to invest in this company, you might be going, yahoo. Well, when we get to the intrinsic value, you may want to run away. But anywho, doesn't mean honest is not an investment, not financial advice. Just because I might say no or yes to a stock doesn't mean it's not the right stock for you. It's just on my calculations and what I understand from the markets and history and what the stock needs to do to improve, whether you would invest in a company or not. So don't take any of my words. I'm just a random dude on YouTube that's trying to give you educational videos with a little bit of entertainment so you can understand the stock and other stocks better. Well, let's get to the assets versus the liabilities. Total assets of 240 million. Beautiful. Compared to the total liabilities of 93 million. This is where I'm talking about. This is nearly a 3x difference in the liabilities to assets. That's what I'm talking about. This is the positive, absolute beautiful, positive thing Honest has got. Cling on to hope. If you think that is very good, if they can continue to do that, they've got assets they can sell if they need to. You don't want to be doing that. but I'm just saying they do have something in the bank. Free cash flow though, minus, what is it? Something crazy. Minus 53 million, something like that. It was something just, yeah, not good at all. Scratching my head on that one. Long-term debt of 33 million. That's as much as the revenue they're getting in. That's not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. This high interest rate. They haven't even got the money to produce to pay their long-term debt. So this is a big bankruptcy call. No doubt about it in my mind. If you're looking at the metrics, if you're only getting revenue of 31 million, I know it's going to go up and probably over the long-term debt this year, but they're getting less profitability, then you got to scratch your head. So that's a big no-no, Mike. And when you add that return on invested capital at minus 36%, it's no, to be honest. Shares outstanding 95 million, and you've been diluted the last 3 years. So again, it's just not looking good in terms of metrics. So assets and liabilities is about the only thing going good for this company, as well as the revenue every year continues to go up and up and up. But it seems like the net profit is going down and down and down. Or at least last couple of years. Are they about to turn it around though? That is where the question mark you have got to think for yourself right here, right now. Can Honest, the new CFO, plus the new CEO, can they turn this company around? Possibly. Now, obviously they've got to get rid of the riffraff, whoever's not doing their job, which they've already started to do, and get people all on the same page. Now, one issue they're having at the moment is that they're trying to be a high quality business, so using very good quality ingredients, but that often means a premium price, but people don't seem to want to pay that premium price. So is that because Honest is not marketing well? Is that because the product's not even that good, considering all the quality in it? Or are they just taking the cheaper option because they can't afford the dear options at this stage? So that's the question mark you have on Honest at the moment, and just in some realms. But yeah, there's got to be something. They've got to obviously get this whatever spending, all the stuff out of control. They got to get that, and they got to make it down the bottom line. So saying roughly 31 million, they got to at least try to get to 3 million in their profit for a start. Higher the better. But this is just where they need to work to. From minus 49, it's a long way from their $46 million they're going to make. Whoo! Looks a long way from here. So, but yes, they're Honest. They are a possible turnaround. I can see a possibility of them turning around. If I had to be honest, I'd be still more on the lenient of the bankruptcy side. But if you want to take a punt on the stock, maybe put a little 1% into it. This might be the one for you, not financial advice. Invest at your own risk. But Honest is a company that could really be a banger. Now, this is the way I want to do the intrinsic value, because I want to give you an idea of where the stock could be. So it's obviously negative at the moment. So we're looking at a stock price of $1.20 with the earnings per share of minus 0.53 cents at a growth rate of 5. You should be buying the stock in minus $10. So you shouldn't be buying the stock at all. $1.20 at the same 0.35 minus earnings per share. 10% growth, you're looking at minus 15.7%. So it's just getting worse. But if they just turn it around and make a measly $1 a share, then you're looking at a $29 stock, $30 stock. There you go. Even if they go half of that earnings per share, they're making you $15 from here. So this is the risk reward. Simple as that. There's two ways this is going to go. Bankruptcy, or they're going to turn it around and be an absolute steal deal right now, and you could go 30 extra money. That's where you got to look. So if you're willing to take the risk at $1, just over $1, whatever it's going to be, if you want to take that risk, it could turn into $30, but it could also go down to 0. So how much can you lose? Well, it depends how much you invest and whether it bankrupts or turns it around. So this is an interesting play. Definitely big risk reward. More on the risk side than reward in terms of my percentages on this one. I've just been very honest. I do not hold the stock as yet. I have thought about it. I'm glad I didn't buy it at the time. I'm still really thinking about it. I just haven't pulled the trigger. This is definitely a big risk reward play. But yeah, to me, it's just I'm more concerned it's not going to turn it around. And they got a lot of issues with the net income. Obviously, they're really going to have to turn that around if they want to be the stock they need to be. But yes, this is but get back to where my intrinsic value of this company is. Well, it's negative right now. Let's don't get it twisted. It's negative right now. But if I was going to say if they were going to turn it around and get to profitability, I think a $15 stock is not without the possibility at 0.5 earnings. If it's less than that, and then you start to look at $10, it's still 10x from here. So that's the question mark you have to think. Do you think it's going to turn into a 10x, 15x, 30x, whatever you believe? Or is it going to stay mediocre and stay down at $1, $2, which is still 100% if it went to $2 roughly. But yeah, to me, it's one you got to do a lot more research on. If you can figure out that they are starting to turn it around, they could be a big play. Now, one of those ones that are sort of in that phase at the moment, just to give you I don't think they're anywhere near in that level. Don't get it twisted. They're not on the Palantir level, but Palantir only just starting to get to profitability. And if they can continue to work, they could really go boom eventually. But yeah, at the moment, Honest is a really more likely a bankruptcy stock than a turnaround play. But if it turns around, look out, you could be an absolute billionaire. Because Honest, at this price, if it turns around, if you have a decent amount of money in it, and it does turn around, you could retire tomorrow. Because that's going to be what happens if it does turn around. But if it doesn't turn around, then say bye-bye to your money. That's the risk you take in stock markets. It could go to zero, or you could be the richest person in the world and take over the big dogs in play. We will see, but thank you very much for joining me. This has been an honest conversation about the stock analysis and its intrinsic value. And I've given you both sides, the bear and the bullish case, so you can make a decision. Do your own research before you invest into any stock. This is not financial advice. Invest at your own risk. But remember to like and subscribe to the channel and have a great day out there.